How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you my review for Dragon Ball DAIMA episode 20, the last episode of the series. It's entitled Maximum. Before I go any further, I'm going to ask you for the maximum. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of more reviews like this one. And I need you to go ahead and click that Patreon link. Send a donation your boy's way for all of the hard work. Whatever you choose to donate is greatly appreciated. So, this episode premiered on the 1 year anniversary of the passing of Akira Toriyama. So, the way they timed that was beautiful. Very beautiful how they timed that. As a matter of fact, as I speak, I think this episode becomes available on Netflix probably in the next couple of hours. So, already saying if you watch Crunchyroll, I love the fact that the description of the episodes on Netflix so spoilery for the damn episode. They told you that Neva is the one that unleashes the power, and it says, "Oh, he gets the elite force." Crunchyroll just says, "Oh, something's gonna happen. Oh, did this happen?" I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So I didn't give you an image of the Super Saiyan 4. This is the Super Saiyan 4. That's full grown ass Goku right there. So by the way, the bugs. Goku had the pocket that had the Senzu bugs in it and the fusion bugs in it. Dropped it as soon as they got to the big place to fight, regular massive Jiren looking Gomah. He dropped it there. As a matter of fact, Vegeta even asked him, "Hey, where are those revive bugs?" Because I think Vegeta ate one before, like around episode 16, 17, when they needed more power, and just like, I can't believe I'm about to eat this bug. So needed them again, but dropped them, unfortunately. There's no theme song in this. No Jakka Jaan. None of that. We're going straight into this. Red hair, massive forearms. He has a skin tight aura, like the glowing auras around him, but he still has yellow, like the yellow flashes and stuff like that. And Goku has them eyes closed, and he's like Ikuzo. And this fight just, we're breaking earth and heaven and everything in between. He has such a remember, I gave you a distinction between the way Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta fights and regular Vegeta fights. Now, Vegeta does a lot of dive kicks. So as he goes into that Super Saiyan 3 form, he's doing a lot more kicking. His finishing moves appear to have kicks. This Goku, when he fights, like I told you before, when he was little, he was running on the beams and stuff like a monkey. He's doing it in his adult form too. But when he charges at him, he's like, let me get a little back. He's like just moving in and doing this and just like running like this. I like a subtle difference. Like when a character transforms and goes to another state and they have a physical change, they're not always gonna do the same things. I appreciate DAIMA does it better than anyone. Any of the Dragon Ball does it better. Period. I think the only thing this is close to movie level of detail when you think about it. Like, think about Vegito. When you see Vegito's very jokey, ha ha ha, bring it on, fool. When we get Gogeta is like, ain't no talking. It's whoop ass. Then we whoop ass. We'll talk about it later. Bashing him, fighting him. When he does the double arm slam, he does a little head shake before he does it. It's a very savage, primal way of fighting. Your homeboy Gomah, or he calls himself King Gomah. King Gomah does the Edo Tensei. Like, he's been moving rocks this entire time, but he literally tries to Edo Tensei Goku. Goku just breaks out of this stuff. The double arm slam forced Gomah to revive once more. Every time that flash goes off, it's a revival. He does a little magic this was a cool. Finally, we get another cool attack from Gomah, where he makes his staff with energy, magical energy, and the magic staff makes orbs that then just shoot at Goku, and Goku's dodging it. Dude, Goku pumps up his chest and gives this giant ass guy a bear hug squeeze. All right. They again fight underground again, and it's very reminiscent of that Dragon Ball Super Broly when they broke through dimensions. It's like you guys are in the ground, but it feels like you're in a whole other dimension. Like every time Gomah, beams, or every time he gets beaten, he comes back up. Goku powers up again. He even did he grabbed this dude and did a Bowser swing, swung him and threw. I'm trying to remember if there's another time when Goku's done that. I feel like he has done that before. He's grabbed someone. I think he did that to Vegeta when they first fought. Just grabs this dude, just swings and throws him. Now, with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta kicks a lot. This Goku barely kicks. It's all hands. I mean, he has these massive Popeye arms anyway, right? His power-ups are so cool. I could barely capture this on my damn phone, so I don't even know if it's going to show up for y'all at all. But, like, right in the center, you can see Goku there. Now, when you watch this, and you should watch this, you're gonna see all the little details. This is just more lightning. Of course, when Gomah's losing, he's saying "curse you," like your classic villain. And Goku is setting up for the Kamehameha wave. Dude is sending a big ass eye beam, and Goku does the Kamehameha wave. And as he's pushing through, we get like a flash of like a screaming Goku. It was very reminiscent of like the scream of the giant monkey form that we've seen from time to time, especially in video games when Super Saiyan 4 characters do their special move, GT Super Saiyan 4. And this Kamehameha wave just blows a literal hole through this guy, but not just through him. He blew a hole through in the air, breaking through to the second demon world, breaking through again to the third demon world. Dude, it's just all the Togamis saw the beam too. The water from World 2 is rushing in to World 1 and just kind of just flushing down. And like Supreme Kai, Vegeta, like everyone is shook. Like anybody else would surely be dead, right? Even Vegeta's final flash should have killed this guy, but of course, the eye's about to gleam, and Piccolo goes in and starts kicking him. He kicks him and chops him, and he tries to get him one more time, but when dude's flailing, he hits Piccolo, and he's on to what they're trying to do now. Makes a lightning cage. I'm kind of upset that Piccolo failed here. And now everybody goes, hit him in the head. So everyone's trying to come in and hit this guy in the head. And while Gomah is powering up and is basically destroying everything around him, and people are floating and flying in the air, Ku still has this book and is somehow getting tossed closer to him, and Ku smacks him in the back of the head 3 times with the book. So Ku saved the day. Ku saves the day. And it's very funny moment where everyone's looking at Ku and he's like, what? I'm not allowed to finish things? And everyone cheers. And it's so funny. You got this massively overpowered Super Saiyan 4 Goku going, all right, it worked out. And Piccolo's like, yeah. Because, okay, I do think it's a little bit bullshit that he flails hard enough that Piccolo's like, oh no. I mean, Piccolo could have just did a stretch punch. Piccolo's the original Gumu Gumu no Mi, but we ain't gonna get into that. Everyone's cheering. You got my favorite Lady Knight. She's cheering with Do. Everyone's happy. We've captured Gomah. What else is gonna happen is they bring out Degesu, and they're gonna put them in this elaborate I Dream of Genie jar. And it's Marba. They're gonna put them in there. Now, this is what's crazy. We get a callback to original Dragon Ball. We get evil containment wave, the demon containment wave, where they put both of them inside this jar and the cork. And who freaked out? It's from King Piccolo. Someone freaked out. Hold on. I think it was the Supreme Kai. I think the Supreme Kai and maybe Piccolo, but I know the Supreme Kai, Nahari. I know him for sure. They both freaked out because you just did the evil containment wave. One of the few things that actually can hold these beings. Now, we get a joke from Piccolo because they want to put them in there for 100 years. And Piccolo goes, well, Gomah he didn't try to kill Dende. And Dende being ever so kind, like, yeah, see? He's like, yeah, so instead of 100 years, 99. Piccolo's that dude. Piccolo don't play when it comes to his kids, bro. So with the evil put away, now we have to, in that short, what's that called? That short reign, joke. Of course, Vegeta looks away. Now they got to figure out who is going to be Shin recognizes, who's going to be the next Supreme Demon King. By the way, it's of note that Marvel said that there's a nice garden in this bottle and there's games to play. Okay. I'm sure some people out there would rather be alone for 99 years, be able to just play games and be cool by themselves. Technically, they're together, so they won't be alone. But now they gotta figure out who's gonna be the Supreme Demon King. And Shin Nahari's like, yeah, you could do it on Risu. Oh, she's not against it because she showed that she has some goodness in her. Not only did she try to help them figure out how to beat Gomah, she didn't try to stab him in the back as soon as everything was done. But she doesn't want that because as soon as she gets it, someone else is gonna try to kill her. And they figure out, well, the best way of picking a successor is who beat the last Demon King. It was Ku. And so Ku makes Onrisu his vice Supreme Demon King because she's ambitious, but she's good. He's a good judge of character, and he is actually a good judge of character because he makes Marba and Neva both ministers to work with him because Neva has all of this knowledge, and so does Marba. They both understand magic and all the things that Ku may not understand. He makes King Kadan a minister, but he's like, well, I'm king of the third world. Well, okay, you're first minister of the third world. Cool. You're good. You get a title. He's giving out all these titles, even tries to give the Z Fighters title, and Goku puts hands up like, we're going home. Nah. And then anybody else who wants to be a minister, and Hebus goes, yeah. Completely ignores Hebus. Ku is a good judge of character because Hebus, you gave this man the third eye. You gave your belt to a random woman for a hat and didn't consider why this would be happening. You doofus. Didn't even recognize the Tetranoculus when you first picked it up because you're a doofus. You are worse than Yajirobe. All right. Anyway, Neva is like, yeah, he might actually be good at this job. So it's King Ku. Piccolo has no objections. They're all happy. We're wrapping up with Pansy, Gizboma, the Magilite. They took everything from Gomah's warehouse. Everyone's happy. And now Vegeta's pissed. Vegeta's like, I still could have won. And Goku said, you still mad about that? Like, I get it already. He's like, you hid a transformation from me. And he's like, oh, you mean Super Saiyan 4? Now, I made sure to capture this because there's probably somebody out there. And there are people out there that are bitching about this. But there could be people out there saying, that's not Super Saiyan 4. Oh yeah, Goku got the power pole. Power pole back. I'm glad you didn't forget that. Y'all, I know this is backwards. I know this is kind of fuzzy. Oh wow. How did that happen? Oh, that's because it went dark. I know this is kind of fuzzy. I'm just going here, we're just gonna zoom in right there, right? Oh, you mean Super Saiyan 4. Put this in front of a mirror, you can see that you mean Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, that's it's Super Saiyan 4. It looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. Quack, it's a duck. And so this is the point of some contention here. Goku tells Vegeta, Boo was really strong, so I trained a lot after fighting him. Wasn't really sure if this form would work, but it did. Before I get into my feelings on it, I'm going to continue with Vegeta. Vegeta said, it's like a bargain sale of Super Saiyans. This is another callback. And it's a callback to Dragon Ball Fighters Z. Oh, sorry, Dragon Ball Fighters. When you play the villain side, Cell has a conversation with Nappa. And Nappa is informed that now Vegeta, Goku, several others are Super Saiyans. And Nappa's like, that's a legend. And Cell says, nah, it's a bargain sale of Super Saiyans. Everyone's a Super Saiyan. You're just probably super weak. I love that I got to see Vegeta say this line. To bargain sale of Super Saiyans, which is, I think, no, they said, well, I don't know the Japanese wording of when Vegeta saw Goten and Trunks turn Super Saiyans. In the English, he said it's Super Saiyan to become the plaything of children now, but this is very funny. But Goku rebuttals and says, yeah, but you turned into Super Saiyan 3, and flies off smirking at him. And Vegeta's like, shut up, that was Ultra Vegeta 1. I said in my review of 18 that I was going to bring this back, y'all. This is a callback to Super Vegeta. The form of Super Vegeta is technically Super Saiyan grade 1.5, but it is a level that is beyond Super Saiyan. So this Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 form is technically Ultra Vegeta 1 before he fully gets to his Super Saiyan 3 form. It is a form onto Vegeta himself, all to himself. Because Super Vegeta is pretty damn cool. I mean, he's not slow. He's super buff. He's super strong. Did the final flash. But Ultra Vegeta 1, the hair doesn't completely reach his back. He does lose the eyebrows and he does get the spikiness and electricity. But it is much different. And it is a go-between between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Now, I personally, and people are probably pissed because they're like, how does this fit in the canon? That this is after Boo, but before Super, and you have characters that are referenced to Super in here, like you see Zowasu and all the other Supreme Kais of all the other different universes, and we mention the other universes, and we mention Zeno's either ancestor or relative, and we see all this breaks the canon, y'all. This has been a multiverse since Dragon Ball Xenoverse popped up, and they started to make Super Dragon Ball heroes. You all do realize Akira Toriyama oversaw all that stuff, right? I don't want to hear none of that stuff. And it's a fan. Shut up. Can y'all just enjoy something for once? Does it matter, really? Does it? If it matters to you, more power to you. For me, objectively, the writing in DAIMA is better than Super and GT. This is better than both of those shows. You might have elements that you like of both shows. I do too. I love that in Dragon Ball Super that Royal Blue Vegeta can do the explosion move that I find so cool and not die. I like that we got to see Trunks, but it wasn't really my Trunks, but I like that in Super Gohan gets another form that is beast mode, that is completely different than another Super Saiyan form. It is a form unto himself, like Ultra Vegeta 1 is for Vegeta. I like that. I like in GT, I like the villains. I like Super Saiyan 4 1 because Super Saiyan form is like my third favorite Saiyan transformation. If you don't count Kaioken as a transformation, it's my second favorite transformation. I like was it Super 17? Super 17 was the best villain there. I liked Omega Shenron more or less, but I Baby, Super Baby was okay. It's gonna rehash a Cell and all other stuff, but I like elements of GT, but GT was very flawed. Super is very flawed, especially the animation wise. So this is better. I like how we handle Super Saiyan 4 here, because we don't have to go to a form of this complicated mess of Blutz waves that Vegeta needs to get, or Goku needing to go into a grade 8 form to grow back a tail, go into a grade 8 form, and then you gotta get your mind right, Tony. You gotta get your mind back, and then overcome it, then become Super Saiyan, then become Super Saiyan 4. That's too convoluted. It makes sense that it is a form beyond Super Saiyan 3 that you gotta train extensively to try to get. And guess what? Neva, who is he's beyond a great elder when it comes to Namekians. Dude is still around and Guru isn't. I'm pretty sure he is Guru's predecessor. He is a legendary Namek. That is how they say it. But he's a legendary Namekian. Him being like, here's a little bit of a juice, just like he gave. We foreshadowed this when Tamagami 2 T2 fought Vegeta. He can give you a boost and unlock your next form, because we see T1, his powered up form is getting, they get red. He got red when they were fighting Gomah. He also got red when they were fighting Do. So he just said, all right, Goku, he's close to that point. Here's a little bit of power that'll help you break your barrier, get to the next form. Now calm down. I'm pretty sure if we do an extension of Daima, Vegeta will probably get to Super Saiyan 4 too. And I hope he also gets that cool ass red hair. So I completely digress. I liked how they did this as opposed to the complicated mess of GT. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. Especially the fact that his clothes didn't change color. He still had orange. Took the shirt off because it makes sense. So, I had to wrap this up. They're all saying their goodbyes. Dende is going to tell the Namekians that are nomads that are scattered across the galaxy. Because remember, Namek was destroyed. I thought they made a new Namek. I don't know if they made a new Namek in the manga. I don't know if this is reminiscent of that, but the Namekians that are nomads, they have a new Namek. Hey, I'll tell them that you want to come back, because Neva is inviting Piccolo and Dende to stay, but Dende has to watch over Earth. Piccolo has to do the same, but they're going to tell others to come back. Ku asks them, hey, if we get in trouble, come back and save us. Kadan thanks them. We're all about to leave. We're all about to have fun. One of the funniest things Warrior Bay again. One of the funniest things I get here is Pansy making Vegeta wave. Like, she takes his arm and makes him wave. I told you I saw a connection between Pansy and Bulma. That is funny as hell. And then we get the end song. Well, the end song is John Jakka Jaan. We get the ending where we see Tamagami number 3 getting food from someone in the village. T2 swimming with the Kraken. T1 is on guard but waving to everyone. Roshi and others are adults again, right? Chi-Chi was standing on the stool while doing dishes. Now she's back. Everyone's back. Trunks and Goten on hoverboards. Back to the Future. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. It's all fun. We see inside the prison, there is a garden there. Those two are either playing cards or keeping to themselves. They also play video games. And as we end, they're at this shop where they went to for the bugs, because Goku's asked Gloria's going to take them so they can go back home. Says, yo, I want to pick up some of these revived bugs because we're low on Senzu beans anyway, which they were low on Senzu beans at the end of Majin Buu. Remember, Korin was like, yeah, I ain't got a lot of these. So low on Senzu beans. They're going to get some of these revived bugs. And Bulma's kind of sad about her face now that she's back to being her regular self. Remember, there were special bugs for your skin. They meet the lady. The lady's like, dang, y'all grew. Yeah, we grew. Hey, what's going on? The bugs make you 10 years younger. She's gonna buy a whole jar. Blah blah funniness. Pansy finds a jar with a bunch of dust on it. Blows that off. And inside are 2 more third evil eyes. And she's like, oh yeah, the Tetris Oculus. I had one person come in and buy one a long time ago. Really don't know what happened to it or happened to that person. But yeah, I can give you guys a discount if you want to buy one of these. And they're all freaking out because there are 2 more evil eyes in this jar. By the way, when they knocked the eye out of Gomah, Glorio stepped on it and destroyed it. So yeah, that was a very funny ending. A wild ending. I just 5 out of 5. Just 5 out of 5 episode. The series, I do want to have I'm gonna have a live, possibly the day after this episode comes out, or maybe the same day this episode, not this episode, but this review comes out. I'm gonna have a live that day or the day after. I'll put it in the comments, or I'll put it in the description, but I still got to figure out when this is going to come out. I might do two reviews a day, just so you guys, just like I can get you guys caught up here. You don't have to wait too long. But this was fun. I think a lot of people thought that Super Saiyan 4 was just, only he could do it in Demon Realm. It makes sense that he got a little juiced. He gets a little like, hey, break your limits a little bit more. Goku had been training to go further. Remember, Saiyans break their limits all the time. Just saying, there's nothing bad with that. Love the fact that it brought back the days of let's jump this guy, cause we ain't got time to play until it became apparent. Oh, okay, now that we're all capable, yeah, we don't have to jump him now, but let's jump this guy in this. Also, I'm assuming traveling there was gonna be easier because Goku didn't do instant transmission, right? Now we've seen him go from like planet to planet in his universe. There's nothing to really say he can't go between universes and galaxies. So I'm sure if he just takes a minute to focus on like Pansy or Glorio, he can go forward. By the way, Goku finally says Glorio's name right after Glorio did the wish for them and saved them. And Glorio's like, hey, you finally got my name right. Of course, it's a special moment. It's the last episode. I enjoyed this entire series. Gets a 5 out of 5. This DAIMA, I was one of the people that was upset when I saw the preview for this. I said, why are we going back to GT stuff again with people being small? The story made sense. The animation was fantastic. I am happy that I am wrong. I'm happy that I was wrong about this. I am ecstatic that I got a chance to review a Dragon Ball series. Like I wasn't able to review Super. Maybe I'll go back and talk about different sagas for DBZ, but this was great. This was a pleasure to watch. Akira Toriyama, you put your foot in this. You put your best foot forward. An amazing thing to leave for your legacy. If they are able to come back with the sequel, because it's kind of open. I don't want to say it's open-ended, but where the hell was Gohan in all this? Where was Gohan and Videl? You showed those fusion bugs where it's like, yeah, you give them to one other person, you fuse. I kind of feel like if Toriyama was still alive, he would have tried to do the Goku and Gohan fusion that we never got. Which, would it just be called Goku or Gohan, or would it be called Kuhan or Hanku or Kakahan? Kakahan? Gorot? No, Kakahan. That could be it. But I adored this. This was fantastic. This makes me really want to take a moment to sit down and figure out what my top 10 anime are, because this is on it. This is on it for sure. Love this. Tell me your feelings on not just this episode, but the series. What was your favorite part of this series? What was your favorite moment, your favorite episode? Do you like Super Saiyan 4 as much as I do? Because this definitely this beats out the original GT Super Saiyan 4 for me. This is pretty damn cool. Loved all of this. just wow. You know, when I wear the pink shirt, it means I'm happy. The pink Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm happy. I did not ask for this, and I feel like I have been rewarded somehow. So, guys, give me a like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell right there as well, so you'll be notified of more reviews like this one. Hit that Patreon link as well, and help your boy out with the, whatever you see fit. Help your boy out. I deeply appreciate it. Please be good, be blessed, wash your hands, drink some water, be safe out there. All right, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. All right, and further be good to yourself by reaching out to someone if you're having dark thoughts and disparaging thoughts. All right, there are people out there that care about you and would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I guarantee it. Want to talk to me? My social media is in the description below. Give me a follow, say hello. As long as you're not rude, we'll be good to go. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I need to watch Daredevil. I need to catch up on Sakamoto Days and Rurouni Kenshin and Solo Leveling. I gotta get to those two. So I got work to do. This was fun. I'll see you guys around. Oh, don't forget, join that live. When that live pops up, join that live. Johnny.